What's up? This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, and on the phone line from the Morning Men on Mad Dog Radio on SiriusXM, Mike Babchik is on Hoppe Hour. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, man? Good to be here. It's a lot of fun. You say it's happy hour, so where are the drinks?
They are wherever you want. What do you want, a beer?
Yeah, I'm already drinking a Heineken Light, so pour me another.
It's all good. Dude, you know what I like about your show, man? A lot of sports shows, I feel like I'm just listening to two dudes argue, and it's pre-written. But what I like about what you and Evan do is it seems like you guys are very genuine.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I think that's, that's the difference between Morning Men and some other shows. I think, me and Evan, we're real. We just are who we are. We let people inside. We allow people to get to know us and the real us. And there's no doubt about it. If you listen to this show for a good month, not only do you hear some great sports talk and some analysis, but a lot of fun and a lot about our lives. And I think that's something that, Evan has done a great job of just letting people inside. And, I think a lot of people have, really felt a connection to us based on the fact that they know us. And I think that's the way you do a radio show. You open it up, you tell everybody everything, and you really build a bond between you and your audience and your listener.
Well, that's what you have to do in radio when you're doing a show for 4 hours per day. If you're not open about your life, you're going to run out of things to talk about during the off season of the NFL.
Right. That's a great point. Yeah, I mean, football is king. Obviously, there's going to be interesting topics along the way, but, football makes it easy. But outside of the regular season and the playoffs, yeah, sometimes you got to dig a little bit. But, there's always some great topics, like today we talked about, is there such a thing as a successful gambler? Because I'm under the belief that there's no such thing. I mean, I gamble. I gamble a lot. And if I break even at the end of the year, that's such a win. It really is. I don't think there's anybody out there who's just betting on sports that does really well. If you win more than half your bets, I want to meet you. You're a god. Let me talk to you and figure out how you're doing it, and maybe you can help me out because, I just don't think there's such a thing. So, yeah, we have conversations like that. And, of course, like, a story like Mike McCarthy running around after a referee. That's a great one, too, because you could talk about, the craziest experience and the craziest moment watching a parent go nuts at their kid's Little League game. So stuff like that, relatability and topics that, kind of hit the masses. And I think that's key.
Dude, what I love about gambling and when it comes to the media is you have these big name guys that do these gambling shows and they can be as wrong as they want, but people keep tuning in and keep thinking that their bets are the right ones. Even though they keep getting them wrong, I love the fact that people keep going to those shows. It's fascinating.
That's great, yeah. Because everybody wants to believe that you're listening to someone who's an insider and you get this great tip. But, the handicappers, it's amazing to me. Like Vegas, the handicappers, the ones who set the lines, they're so on point. And they're so like the over-under at 230. And you know what happens? It comes in at 229. But the problem was that you bet the over at 231. So that's always an issue. But, yeah, people are going to keep watching these shows. And I think now that gambling is legal in most of these states, gambling is a huge thing right now. It's huge. And if you're going to be in sports talk, you better talk about gambling because it's what people want to hear.
So I was watching the Lakers last night, and I don't know what it was, but it was just a sad game, man. Like, LeBron's doing well, but don't you kind of get the vibe that it's beginning to kind of look like the end of LeBron? For all we know, in the next 5 years, he could win a ring, whatever, anything can happen. But there's just something going on with LeBron where I feel like we're beginning to see the end of him.
Yeah, I don't see it yet. I'm a big LeBron guy. I love it. Now, Evan, my partner on Morning Men, he's been a LeBron hater. Obviously, when you say LeBron hater, you mean, LeBron hating on the court. The things he does off the court, it's just been phenomenal, right? He's so much good for this society and this world and all that stuff. And he really is running the NBA. But I don't think it's over just yet. This is a year that doesn't really count in LA. It doesn't matter what he does in year one. It doesn't matter if this team makes the playoffs or not. I mean, this team and these teammates of his that really probably don't like him right now, who cares? They're not going to be around much longer. He's going to turn around this roster. Now, he's got to get one of these big guys to come down and play in L.A. So Anthony Davis or Kawhi Leonard or Kyrie Irving. And if he gets one of those guys, LeBron is going to go to a title. I mean, he just needs some help. And I think he can get it. But still, you're telling me if we did a draft right now, we had all the players in the NBA, and I'm telling you, we're going to start the playoffs fresh, right?
Yes.
And we got a draft, and we're drafting players for the playoffs. Isn't LeBron still going number one?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Take Kevin Durant? No, you're still going to take LeBron James, so he's the best. For me, he's still the best, and I just think that this is a year that I'm not going to judge him on. I think he needs a year to feel it out in L.A., and I wouldn't be surprised either if he takes the last month off, because really, what's the point? So I think you're going to start judging LeBron in L.A. in year 2 and year 3. Now, maybe you'll be right, and I'll come back on Happy Hour in a year or two. You'll be like, Babs, what did you tell me about LeBron? Huh? He's doing nothing. And then I'll say, you know what? You're onto something. I just think it's too soon right now. And everybody's out there wanting to say, hey, LeBron, he can't play anymore. He's still LeBron James. He's still the king. He's still going to go number one.
Here's my thing. Do you think there's any chance, what if he never does well on the Lakers? Would that hurt his legacy a little bit? Like, he's one of the best guys of all time when it comes to playing. But I've just been thinking, if this Laker thing doesn't work, I feel like it might hurt his reputation just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at the period when it's all over, and if this Laker team doesn't go to a final or doesn't win a championship, yeah, I think that'll hurt him a little bit. But how far does it hurt him? LeBron is in the number 2 spot right now, right? So Jordan's 1, LeBron is 2. Is anyone really going to pass LeBron? I think maybe Kevin Durant will, but I don't know about that because everyone's going to say that he chased, a title. He took the easy way. I just don't see that he'd be even moved from the number 2 spot right now anyway. But yeah, look, if he doesn't do it, it doesn't get to a final, they don't beat this Warrior team, and they don't win at least one title in L.A., then yeah, you're going to knock him, a little bit. But again, year 1, this year doesn't count. It doesn't even matter right now what's going on in L.A. I'll tell you this though, the buzz for the NBA and LeBron James, it's kind of like it's not there. It's just not there because this team's not doing too well, and it's not like the LeBron goes to the Lakers. It's not like you're going to get that added buzz if they're a mediocre team, because the Lakers were still going to get some buzz. So this NBA season, at least for me, kind of boring. I know some storylines in the East, but we all know what's going to happen. The Warriors are going to win. So, I've been gambling on, I placed my first bet the other night on a Heat win over the Warriors, but I still haven't watched a regular season game. I got to be honest with you. And I don't know if I'm missing anything because it seems to me like a pretty boring year.
Dude, that play last night by Dwyane Wade, I'm glad he had one in his last year because that was just vintage Dwyane Wade at its finest.
Oh yeah, that was sick. I mean, that's not like the play they called up, and it's not like Spo, was like, hey, let's do it like that. That was crazy though. That was some special magic from Dwyane Wade, and I mean, really, he said after the game, you could tell it meant a lot to him. He said he was going to remember it forever. He brought Kobe. I mean, that's going to be one that goes down, at least in Wade's head, as a great way to go out. So at least he's got one more Dwyane Wade magical moment because that was sick.
Why do you think Kevin Durant is such a bitch to everybody in the media? What is it about him? Is he getting worse, or has he been this way the whole time? Dude, he's so incredibly unlikable. It's unreal.
Yeah, he's very sensitive. He's a very sensitive guy, and I think, I think he's the bad guy. He's like the villain of the NBA. And the more you can't handle it, and the more you let us know you can't handle it, you just want to go further, right? I mean, he's got these burner accounts. He's a guy that doesn't like the fact that the media and the fans kill him for going to the Warriors. Like, what'd you expect? Once you make that move, you got to be able to take it and handle it. And I just think that it's interesting to know where he's going to go. I mean, next year, it's going to be interesting. I don't think he'll be with the Warriors that much longer. I think he will go to the New York Knicks. Or who knows, maybe he'll play with LeBron. You never know with this guy because you can't get in his head. But, yeah, sensitive is the key word.
Now, why should people listen to your show each morning?
What a question. You could say if you could say that, a lot of people probably should listen to this show. No, of course they should listen. Look, it's tough to pencil and point a finger and say, this is why you should listen to this show. But I'll tell you what, you can hear my kids in the background. You see how real I am? I do an interview with the kids. I don't even tell them to be quiet. It doesn't seem like you're bothered by it. That could be one reason. You're going to learn about sports. You're going to learn about life. You're going to laugh. And you're going to feel good about yourself afterwards, because the more I talk about my miserable marriage and everything that's going on with me, I'm telling you, you're going to feel better about your life. Now, one day, my friend, you'll be married. You're not married right now, right?
I'm 25. I was going
Good for you.
I was going to get married last June. In a way, I was with this girl. I asked her to marry me and everything, and then she dumped me and yelled at me in the middle of a Target. So we had a really bad breakup. So now I've been single for. Yeah, dude, it's very trashy. I have been single now for 9 months, so I'm 25 and single. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, you stay single. I'll tell you, I used to go to Target for lunch, because they had the Pizza Hut. So when you see trashy, I kind of dig Target. But, I'll tell you one thing. I was in a Target once with my wife on Valentine's Day, and we're walking around, and I realized we needed a scale, so I bought a scale. And then we walked down, and I said, geez, I just bought you a scale for Valentine's Day. And then she went on that scale when we got home. I was like, you better get on the scale if you want to, fool around with me. But first you got to make weight. Let's see if you can make weight. And if you can, maybe you can fool around. But I'll tell you, stay single, my man.
It's boring being single, but, dude, it's so freeing. I love it.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what? It's boring. Go on Tinder. Go on Bumble.
That's what I do, bro.
Fun.
I'm on that.
Okay. All right, good. Then you know what? If you need me, I'll be your wingman. I can't do anything, all right? But I can go to the bar with you, and I'll help you out, because if you want someone to go in there and talk to a lady and have that woman look at you and go, oh, my God, what is that? She's going to look at you a little higher, right? She's going to like you a little bit more. I'd be the greatest wingman the world has ever known. So if you want, I got you.
Dude, if you're ever in Tampa Bay, hit me up and we'll go hit up the clubs and bars.
Excellent. All right, man, we'll go to Moon's Venus or Venus Moons or whatever that place was.
Moon's Venus.
Oh, dude, what a place. That's what it is. What a place. What a place. You're the man, buddy.
All right, thank you, bro.
Absolutely. Later.
See you, bro.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.